is swinging behind gear up. They got to win, and now here comes the bombardment. We're looking for...
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the PCS5 weekly review. Let's find out the best team from each region for the PCS series. PCS5 has a total prize pool of $250,000 and is the last opportunity to gain PGC points. This may be the most important season of all. Among the fierce competition, let's take a look into the teams from week 1 and all of their flashy plays. Starting with the APAC region, which finished first. The top team from week 1 in APAC is UNP, a newcomer to PCS. The teams following the trails of UNP are AAP, AAA, BN, Fury, and these teams all made astonishing plays in the previous season. Now, recording 61 kills in day number 1, their firepower was unbelievable. And then they stayed on top in day number 2. With the gap of 31 kills between first place and second place, UNP became the champions of week 1 and won $17,000. So until match number 10, UNP was leading in kills, but they didn't have any chicken dinners. So in match number 11, they came at the middle of the circle wildly, very aggressive. However, towards the end of the game, they started to play it very passive, and this allowed them to find their first chicken dinner. So UNP is aiming for the chicken dinner here. They make a split-second decision with the circle shift. They run into GHD's compound, and even with the difficult positioning, they clean up GHD with the help of attack all around. This also allows them to win a face-to-face encounter with AAA. Maybe these breakthroughs kind of gave them a boost with that fight that came against 36C after. Hungvo Ditch's grenade hits a bullseye and eliminates them. With enough kills, no need to extend any further. UNP kept it quiet, and they could watch the others fight. Aiming for the chicken dinner, they were able to follow through and win the match. So the next region to talk about is, of course, the Americas, and who else? The winners of PCS 2, 3, 4, and PGIS. It's going to be the Sonics who take first place again. 3 chicken dinners and 93 kills is the highest recorded amount amongst all the regions. Can anyone stop these boys from winning the tournament? With this result already, I think we should focus on some of the other teams here in the Americas region. For example, SSG and Wildcard, the second and third place teams. This is their second time playing since PCS 4. Below them, there are tons of new teams in PCS, and we can expect some better play out of them for sure. I think especially we're looking at TSM. They recorded 78 kills, and if TSN can keep this up, they could definitely find some more chicken dinners in week number 2. Of course, we can't forget about the Sonics from the Americas. 3 chicken dinners, 93 kills. I mean, they're an absolute powerhouse. So here, the Sonics is just in a better position. They're able to find the frag grenades without overextending. This sets them up for the gunfight later, where they're able to set themselves into good positions and take control of the fight. So the Sonics find a kill with a grenade, and then they're even able to take a loot box. It just shows how much confidence they have here. So after this, they start searching for kills, and the opponents just have to give up, some of them in the blue, because there's no space left. Even with less members, the Sonics win with their grenades, and then off of that, it's their positioning that they can take to get good gunfights and find the chicken dinners. It's highlights like these that just show why the Sonics are able to keep their crowns and remain kings of PUBG esports. They've already qualified for PGC 2021, so we'll have to see how much more prize money they can accumulate during PCS5. Now we're going to move on to Asia, and this region had the biggest upset so far. The champions of PWS East Asia, Gen G, and the champions of the PCL, New Happy, both struggled a little bit, and it turns out that we have a newcomer, V7, that took the victory on week number 1 in Asia. With a small amount of time to build chemistry as a team, V7's result was very unexpected. So far, PCS Asia has been dominated by the Chinese teams. They've won all the championships. Let's see if V7 can turn this around and take a title themselves. V7's win was like a well-scripted drama. So Danawa enters V7's spot, but V7 defends it perfectly and wipes Danawa out. Sometimes the best spots often require quick decision making. Using this spot's advantage, they start to accumulate a lot of kills. One more chicken dinner will bring them the victory, and V7 knows this and starts to pick on the two remaining teams, knocking one each, increasing the tension in the round. The final moment draws near, and V7's grenade lands to create a fight between GEX and New Happy. V7 takes this as their chance. They were so calm and collected. Asia's dark horse is V7, so let's see if they can pull it together and win PCS5. Of course, the last region to recap has been maybe the most competitive region in PCS5, and that's Europe. No one could tell who was going to win until the very final match. I'm sure all the PUBG esports fans were sweating down to that last moment. So PCS4 champions Virtus Pro took the victory in the end. Even though it was tied with chicken dinners and kills, they were able to win via the tiebreaker over BBL. DA also had the same amount of chicken dinners, but 10 kills less. It was so close at the top of the Europe leaderboard. So far, only Virtus Pro has secured a spot in PGC 2021 from Europe. Other top scorers like Team Liquid, Navi scored very little during week 1. So if this continues, we might have a tsunami of changes in the PGC point rankings in EU. Will this tide from week 1 continue into week 2? Just more reasons, guys, to watch EU during week number 2. So VP needs to take Tokyo Manji Gang down in order to go into the circle, and explosives will do the job. After, they take Heroic down to keep themselves in a good spot, and then it's the final encounter with GAL. So they take their opponent down when they're trying to widen their shooting angle, and this opens things up for VP to take first place on the day with a grenade finish. On day number 2, until the very final match, BBL and DA continue to keep it competitive for first place. But VP lost 2 members in the early game, and they still needed at least 4 kills to take the win. Taking 2 kills against Team Liquid was a good start, and not losing focus, they stayed alive until the top 3 took down Gear Up and successfully became the week 1 winner. We could see VP's experience and veteran prowess as they were still able to take week number 1, even though it was tightly contested in Europe. Let's see if week number 2 will bring about any changes. I definitely think you guys should make sure to tune in, because week 2 promises to be chaotic in Europe.
That's 2 kills!
So we've just gone through all 4 regions and all the results here at the PCS5 weekly review. Guys, we have a point reset for week number 2, so you can expect these teams to be making some adjustments, and we are sure to have some great games next time. We'll find out who are going to be our week 2 winners.